Welcome back to the show. Miss Blanca stepped away for a moment. I think she's going to bring another one of those creepy babies out.
They're delightful, aren't they?
She brought her creepy baby out, and I think hers are bigger than Blanca's, so I think there's a bit of an issue there. Anyways, we're going to take this opportunity to read mail because you send us mail every week, and if we don't read it, then we make people angry. Do we not?
They become somewhat disconcerted.
That's right. What do you got for me, Mr. Livingston?
Chris Dunn in Ozark, Missouri.
Chris Dunn in Ozark. What in God's name happened to your head?
I'll tell you about it later.
One of those, eh? It's not her in her trebuchet again, is it?
I believe that's what they call that device.
Good Lord. So, all right.
She hasn't learned how to aim it.
She has to learn how to aim her trebuchet. Very nice. All right. Chris Dunn in Ozark, Missouri writes to us. And what's he got to... Oh, this is a long letter. I can tell right now already. He goes, hello to my 3 favorite people in California. This is my 3rd letter to you. I thought we had a one per customer policy.
Well, it's difficult to adhere to.
Oh, because you'd have to have like a database and look up each... Right. No, that could be confusing.
An Excel spreadsheet.
Right. I'll try to keep this one less wordy, as you referred to me as loquacious in my last one. By the way, as I write this, I'm watching you stream Beast from Haunted Cave. That was a long time ago.
Quite a bit.
Right. You guys are my favorite way to cap off Saturday. I don't know if you get tired of people suggesting movies, but a few weeks back, someone suggested The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra. That actually is a good suggestion. I love that film. It's an homage movie from 2004, but made to look like it's from 1954. All right, a quick pro tip on creature features. If it was made in the 21st century, we can't afford it. Right? Have we ever shown, other than something independently done, we've never shown any new films.
We've had a couple of directors and they've allowed us to show them.
Low budget things. That's fine. All right. It's written and directed by Larry Blamire, who would also make a great guest if you were ever to run the movie. He's very funny, and I'm pretty sure he lives in California. Much love to all at the Bolton Mansion, and thank you for the new Saturday night tradition. Your friend in the Ozarks, Chris. P.S. I may have said this before, but I feel it bears repeating. Independent content creators like you on YouTube are becoming the new celebrities and would make very interesting guests. Well, I don't think we're quite popular on YouTube, though, right?
Not popular enough to be invited anywhere.
More people need to subscribe, and if they did, we would. So, Chris says that you should subscribe to our station, other viewers, because...
push the red button.
Push the red button. Not the one that says bomb, the one that says subscribe. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
This is from Vero, Florida.
Vero, Florida. We've got a lot of new viewers in Florida. I wonder what it is. Did we pick up a station in Florida?
A station or two.
What in God's name is this? Should I give it to her, or is it something dangerous?
I've already approved it.
All right.
It's not dangerous.
You take that, and I shall read.
It might cost money, though.
You're just all mumbly tonight. Are you sure that this injury on your brain did not affect your thinking?
I'm not quite sure.
You've given me a novel. All right. Who's this from? Dawn. Dawn, I'm not going to read this entire note because you've sent me an entire... Oh, money? I'll read his note if you sent us gold. Oh, what is this?
Gold doubloons and pieces of 8.
Those look like tokens for video games. All right, well, maybe I'll read some of it. He goes, Dear Vincent, Miss Livingston, Tangela, and crew, greetings from Vero Beach, located on the Treasure Coast of Florida. Oh, I see. He sent us treasure. All right. Our area is called Treasure Coast because of the large number of ships sunk by foul weather as well as English privateers. Maybe they're just regular privateers. Maybe they were not British. And Portuguese buccaneers, French marauders, and assorted picaroons. Yeah, that's a nice one. Picaroon. Never heard that one before.
Picaroon.
A picaroon.
Or two.
During the 18th century. Of note was the loss on July 31st, 1715, to a massive hurricane of 10 Spanish treasure ships and over 1,000 lives. Hey, this is like a history lesson. All right, so he goes, you have a growing fan base here in the Sunshine State, and we appreciate the work all of you put into creating an excellent entertainment experience. Well, thank you. While we are currently limited to watching your antics on YouTube, we look further to watching further syndication availability on local stations. Interest in your show has generated some questions. I wonder if you would answer a few now. As compensation, I have sent you some faux treasure coins, modeled after those recovered by Mel Fisher, who found the wreck of the 1750 treasure ship, the Atoka. All right, here he goes. Question 1. How would you describe Tangela's accent? It seems a real killer to classify. Yeah, she's just like the silent and deadly kind. I don't know how to describe it. How would you describe her accent?
I think that was a strange formulation you just made.
Oh, was it? All right. Question 2. May I presume Mr. Livingston is related to the famous Dr. Livingston, who is the journalist Henry M. Stanley was dispatched to find in the 1860s?
I'm not quite that old.
No, and he's not British. He's German, so... Question 3. Vincent, when you finally reach your demise, do you want to be buried or cremated? As a follow-up, if cremated, would you prefer to be added to hot or iced coffee, perhaps breakfast tea? I am scheduled to be frozen, my friend. In fact, I can prove it to you right here. See this? This says, if I die, to call that number, and they will come and pick me up and freeze me.
This is true.
Yes, absolute truth. So I shall be frozen, and I will see you all in 300 years when they figure out how to unfreeze me and fix whatever killed me. Right?
Indeed.
Right. All right. Keep up the good work. Stay creepy, and know that you have many fans on the Treasure Coast. We need to go to the Treasure Coast.
They sent ships. They must have a casino.
They must have a casino as well. How wonderful. Thank you so much for the wonderful note. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
There's one from Dubner. Mr. Dubner. German name.
It's Dubner, because he actually spelt it phonetically right here, Dubner. All right, greetings, dear ones. My wife and I are both ministers. I've never heard of that. Husband-wife minister team.
Yes.
One can work on Saturday, one can work on Sunday, and I bet they switch. We'll be retiring at the end of August after 40 years of pastoral ministry. Recently, we moved to a smaller home that we share with our cats, George and Gracie. That's wonderful. I hope they're boy and girl cats, because that would be odd.
One would imagine.
Right. Sadly, we could not bring our raccoons. Well, she's got some you could borrow. While moving, we were browsing through our offerings on the internet and found a most delightful program called Creature Features. We enjoy the amazing host, the stoic and humorous Mr. Livingston, the lovely and dangerous young lady, Miss Tangela, and the victimized yet kind Mr. Andrew, and then the most amazingly sweet Mr. Vincent. See, I told you.
They don't know you.
Believe me, you have to listen to them. The ministers, they know what they speak the truth. A most amazing cast. I want to thank Mr. Livingston for the recently received letter, picture, and a pair of Miss Tangela's gloves. They must be sponsors of the show.
Yes.
Right, Patreon. He sent some of your gloves. No, she goes through them like socks. They're like hand socks, right? That's basically what they are. It's a good thing she has clean hands. What a joyful surprise. We are ordering a special frame for the gifts. I know you are busy, but I want to thank you, Mr. Vincent, for the way you respect your guests. As a minister, I know how challenging some people can be to engage. You are a true master of interviews and offering each person a chance to share their life with us. You are amazingly patient and kind. All in all, Sunday afternoons are much better with Creature Features. Keep up the awesome work, and God bless. Yours with regards, blessings, and appreciation, Reverend D. Kent Dubner and Reverend Carla Dubner. Yes, our name is very German. Well, thank you so much, and it's nice. You know, this is like Appreciation Day for me. I've gotten 2 wonderful comments. You know, that typically doesn't have it. This is
Texas.
Texas. Oh, I love Texas. Dear Vince, this is from Randy Whitlock in China, Texas, of all places.
Interesting.
He goes, Dear Vince, you look like a sloth. I bet you smell like one, too. That is all. Randy Whitlock.
There's always one.
Well, you know, with a name like Randy, you know, I bet they don't even know what that means here.
I don't think so.
You know, Randy, you should Google Randy, what it means in Britain, and then you might think different. China, is that a real place?
Yes.
No, China is in China. And Texas is in Texas.
There's a Rome, New York.
But China, Texas?
Yes.
Rome is a city name. China is a country name. I think he's fibbing. I don't know. Is that it?
That's it.
That is it for mail. If you'd like to send us mail of your own by email, send it to the address you see over here. Or if you'd like to send a nice package with, what'd you call them?
Doubloons and pieces of eight.
then send it to the postal address you see right here. We'll be back soon with Miss Countess Blanca, but first let's get back to Tara at London Bridge. See you soon.
Creature Features. Hello, this is Mimi and Mark Anthony calling. We want to say thank you so much for being on the air. He comes over, my grandson, every other weekend, and we just want to say thank you. We never miss it. But bye for now.